Hi everybody, I hope you're off to a great start this semester. I also hope that you enjoyed this wonderful weather this weekend. In these weekly videos, I try to highlight a little bit about what you're going to be reading, and I also try to go over a few of the upcoming homework assignments, so that's what I'm going to do. First of all, the reading this week is from Bonnie Thurston's book. You're reading the first and second chapter. The first chapter is basically an introduction. The second chapter highlights some of the background information to the Gospels. So in the first chapter, she calls the topic, Women in the Church, a minefield, and suggests that it's a challenging topic to try to write about for several reasons. One of those reasons is that in the Bible, which was written by men, for men, about men, that women's experience is often kind of ignored. It just wasn't the focal point at the time. It also is true that men had most of the power at the time that the Bible was written, and so we don't hear as much about women because of that. And she highlights a few other reasons for that, but keep in mind that the Bible still gives us great information, and the fact that any of these women are mentioned at all is a real significant thing. Jesus himself was pretty countercultural when it came to women, and that's pretty clear in the Gospels and in the New Testament. Also, you're going to read this week a chapter that kind of gives you some background to the different women that would have lived at the time of Jesus. And of course, when we hear Catholicism, for example, some people assume that that just means one type of person, but really there's a whole gamut of beliefs within the Catholic Church and different ways of practicing it. And the same was true with Judaism. And you'll also read about Roman women, and kind of this will help you see how they had varying rights, responsibilities, freedoms based on where they fall in the different levels of this. This week you'll participate in your first discussion. Make sure you post your first comment by 11:55 a.m. on Tuesday, and you comment on someone else's post by 11:55 a.m. on Thursday. Also, next week you'll take your first quiz, so make sure you're taking good notes. And I'll talk more about the quiz next week. But if you do read ahead, you can take the quiz ahead of time. The quiz is 45 minutes. There's 20 multiple choice questions. That might seem like plenty of time, but you really should study first before you start taking it, because once you start, you have to finish. I hope you have a great week. If you have any questions about anything coming up, please let me know. Bye.